Hello everyone, I hope you are all well and welcome back to my channel, episode 2 of this prep series. Still quite a way out. Also, if I'm talking a bit weird or I look a bit weird, had a wisdom tooth out this morning. Also completely ruined my makeup, but I didn't redo it because that just wasn't happening. So ignore that, but I hope you're all well. I'm going to be doing kind of an episode on preparing for prep. Obviously, like I spoke about in my first video, this part of the prep series is going to be like a transition to prep. Obviously last episode I spoke about my off season. This episode I'm going to talk about some of the things I'm doing to prepare to prep, which I think will be hopefully interesting. So first thing that I'm going to say, these things are probably all a little bit random, but first thing I'm going to say is a posing suit. Getting yourself a posing suit is super helpful. This is my one, which was made by Black Ice Bikinis by a lovely lady called Mandy who owns the company. She is also the lady who designs and makes all of my competition suits as well. And obviously the bottoms, they're all a bit tied up. The bottoms have like that scrunch bum thing going on. There we go. Which obviously is similar to the stage bikinis. So the reason that I would say getting a posing suit is helpful in preparing to prep is because this suit is the exact fabric, or not the exact fabric, the exact amount of material as my stage suit. So this was custom made also to my sizes, so you send off your measurements to Mandy at Black Ice and she custom makes the suits. So it's the exact same amount of material, the same exact amount of coverage as your stage suit. Oh my god, that sun has just come in really strong. That's better. Yeah, so the reason why I think it's important to have the same amount of material as your stage suit is because then you can actually see a proper picture of what you're looking like. So obviously when you're in your off season, when you're in your prep, if you wear underwear that's a lot bigger or a lot smaller, or a swimsuit that's a lot bigger or a lot smaller, it can actually make your physique look different. Like for example, if you have really thick waist-banded underwear, it can actually make your waist look smaller. Very small underwear can make your glutes look bigger, all sorts of things like that. And so I think it's super important that you can take a solid look at how you're actually looking in a very similar suit. She also makes the posing suits using the same similar colour fabrics to what's on offer for the stage suit. So the last stage suit that I wore when I last competed was this exact colour blue, obviously with all of the crystals and everything on it. So I wanted to get the exact same bikini in a posing suit. So if you're not yet sure what colour bikini you want, it's a cheaper option to try out different colours against your skin tone, against your hair colour and everything like that. I'm pretty sure this was about £80 maybe. So obviously it's custom made. So yeah, so I thought that was the first point. Second point, get yourself a pair of posing heels. Now posing heels do feel and look obviously very different to your regular heels, and there are obviously loads of different types you can get. I buy mine from Compact Women. They provide posing heels, all sorts of things for show day, loads of other things you can buy, like pro tan, stuff to exfoliate with, things for show day and everything, so check them out. But the posing heels, they do feel very different. Now my biggest tip is when you first get them, because they are plastic, the front of the shoe and the straps of them are obviously plastic, they can be quite hard to get into. So my biggest tip is to wear some fluffy socks, put the shoe on in fluffy socks and then get a hairdryer, and that can help mold the plastic around your feet. So yeah, definitely get yourself a pair of posing shoes. They actually have grip on the bottom, which is very different to normal heels. And yeah, they feel and look different. So you'll notice the difference when you wear them versus just regular heels. So that really helps for posing practice and stuff like that. I actually find them more comfortable than regular heels, so you might see me wearing these on a night out at some point. I don't know, maybe not, don't really go out. But yeah, these are the Cocktail 508s, which are quite a popular shoe, I think. So definitely get yourself some of those. The last thing I was going to talk about for preparing for prep is Skinny Food Co. One of my favourite companies that I use when I'm on prep. Do I need to say this is not an ad? Like, surely you know by the amount of views and comments and subscribers I have that this is not an ad. But it's not an ad. I actually use this every year. If I can get into it, I will show you what is in here. I might have to go and get some scissors. It's tightly packed. Because I've prepped before, I kind of already know what I need or what I'm going to want. And obviously, as you go through prep, you might realise you want or need different things. But Skinny Food Co is a really, really good company because they do loads of sugar-free options, sugar-free sauces, sugar-free syrups, all sort of stuff like that, which is always really handy. So let's go through what I ordered. So first one is a 93% less sugar raspberry jam. Looks like this. So I don't really eat much jam throughout off season, so it might seem like a really random purchase. But when I'm on prep, things like bagels, crumpets, I eat quite a lot of. Obviously, if your calories end up getting quite low and maybe you're not having Nutella or cheese or Philadelphia or anything like that on them, I don't eat Philadelphia anyway, so I don't actually know the calorie breakdown of that. You might want a lower calorie, lower sugar alternative so that you still feel like you're getting that sweet taste for obviously less calories. So 20 gram serving, which is about the amount you'd put on a crumpet, is literally 7 calories. So that is quite nice compared to a regular jam. Next up, I ordered some syrups. This looks a bit dirty, which is a bit strange. So these are all 0 calorie and sugar-free syrups. They're basically sweetener in different flavours. First one, salted caramel. Love that one. Already had that one before. Second one, raspberry ripple. Focus on it, please. Love that one as well. Already had this one loads. And then the last one is butterscotch. There we go. Last things that I got were these sugar-free flavour drops. So these are some things that I actually still use in off-season just to change the flavouring of things, put them in coffees as well. Yeah, really like them. So I've got raspberry burst, focus, there we go, raspberry burst, oh my god, it matches my nails, love that. And then vanilla cheesecake. This one. So these are basically flavour drops. So you literally just put a few drops in whatever you want, into a coffee, into a yogurt bowl, into anything like that, and it will obviously sweeten and change the flavour, which is nice. I feel like this one's leaking. Now that's disgusting. But those are the things that I've got. So a couple of bottles of flavour drops, a few bottles of definitely leaking. Oh, a few bottles of different syrups, and then a lower calorie jam. So excited to use those. That's definitely something I would recommend for prep, especially so you don't have to eat things that are too bland. Obviously, when it comes to artificial sweeteners, they're absolutely fine. We only really limit the use of them in the final week or so, just in case it increases any water retention or bloating. Not that there's any research to suggest that they do, but it's just a precaution. So those are the few things that I give as tips for preparing to prep. I'm sure there's loads of other ones like that I could think of, but those are the main ones. I'm now going to insert a clip from when Abby, my lovely client, came down to see me to train legs, and then we also did a posing class together. So enjoy that, and I'll see you in the next clip.
And fly, go. fly, go.
So I'm going to leave that video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Every week on a Thursday, new video leading up to show day. So like and subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.